Hello, welcome folks. Today we're gonna be having an amulet stream because I didn't stream yesterday. So amulet streams are like leg day. You never skip leg day. You never skip amulet streams. So here we are. Let me size this properly, and we have a brand new format. Of course, we have Astrolabe now officially banned. That doesn't mean the ban is unplayable. In fact, what's up, awesome man? How's it going? In fact, yesterday I was just messing around and I 5-0 with Blade, which was cool. But even though the deck is far from unplayable, it's going to be a lot more tame. Basically, it's going to be less powerful, a little bit less consistent, and hopefully that gives us more of a space for our game plan to thrive. So what I have here is basically I'm starting off with basically the same list that I run in the event this past weekend. The only change that I did is I cut the Merfolk and I cut the tracker, and instead of those I'm adding an extra dismember and an obstinate Baloth. The reason for this is of course I'm expecting an uptick now in control decks and in aggressive decks and stuff like that. So I want to be a little bit more prepared there. It does mean that we are going to be a little bit weaker to control overall, but I think that's probably a fair and potentially necessary change to make. Once the meddling starts settling in a little bit better, it's going to be a lot easier for us to put together a list. But for now, this is what we're starting with. Trying to see if the overlay works fine. It seems like it does. Cool. So 3 lands, Dryad, Titan. One of those lands being a Radiant Fountain. So I mean, if we find a land, if we find a bounce land, this hand is actually a keepable one and maybe even a good hand. I think I'm gonna keep it. It's a little bit greedy, definitely. It's already kind of a mulligan, but I think if this were a multi 6, I would probably keep it. What's the point on Merfolk? Solid. Brian, I know this is a legacy day, but just put lands together for the first time since September, and I'm realizing that I started brewing a version of the deck that was for color. Nice. It happens. Dismember my Stacy. Okay. And no second land, so this Karn is potentially going to be a pretty brutal here. Adept. So if we draw any untapped land, we effectively win the game on the spot because we're going to be able to resolve a Titan with backup, and we're going to be able to clear my opponent's board. If we instead... I guess if they don't have a 2-mana Lord, we're going to be fine. Oh. Sure. So if they have a 2-mana Lord here, okay. Land. Yeah. We're gonna take this chance to Titan. We're at 14. That's 3, 6, 7, 8. And what this Titan allows me to do is I can get a bounce land here and I can bounce the breeding pool. So even if my opponent does have an Island Walk Lord, we can prevent them from being able to walk. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this because I want to hold the bounce land in hand so that we can... I want to hold the bounce land in hand so next turn we can Dryad and we can go off on them. 3, 4... Yeah, we're gonna be able to. Hey, Mistress Masterless, how's it going? Merfolk is easier than humans, right? By a lot. Oof. I think that's fine though. Unless they present lethal right here for... They don't have lethal. That's not lethal, so I think we win. We go down to 3, sure, but... we're going to do this. We're going to attack. We're going to get a Bounce Land and a Vesuva. Vesuva and Stewborders Garrison. We're going to copy here. We're going to kill this and go face. Always yes. Always yield. Bounce this. Opponent takes 6. And I think I'm going to clear their war. That seems better, right? Yeah. Now let's just kill them. Alright. Pew 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 indeed. Easy. Ballista, explosives. This. Cut this guy, cut this, cut this. Stop, they're already dead. Yeah. They could have been deader. So that was my goal, to make sure that they are deader, you know? How I'm doing great. I actually had a... Yesterday I woke up and I felt like I was a little bit just... what's the word? Just like tired, you know? I felt like I was just tired after, you know, streaming over the weekend. And then, of course, I don't think I need to explain why those hands were unkeepable, right? ¿Qué pasa? Ah, gracias. But yeah. Huh. I think I'm actually gonna bottom the Stacy here. My opponent showed me multiple dismembers. And this way I get to play the Cavern on Titan. But easy. Turn 3 Titan. Unless they have force. We got a Lord. Nice. Merfolks are now in the boat. Boat. Any green source would be great. Azusa is effectively game over. If they tap out, of course, I'm gonna go for it. Even if they have a pact. If I draw a pact, I mean. Damping Sphere. Now that one is a problem. Because of how our hand lined up. And then I guess we can just continue to hit our land drops. Run 4 Dryad and 3 Assisted Amulets with no Karn. Yep, I've been honestly kind of happy with Taliban Mage. Good to know about that one. I've been overall pretty happy with how the main deck Uro has been working out for me. Sometimes I think Azu is just the best card. It kind of is, yes. Like Azusa would be far and away our best draw right here. By a lot. It would be our best draw by a lot. Who's excited for the bannings? Oh, the bannings are already live, Stabs. We're playing in the new format already. I think I'm gonna dismember this guy. Gal? It's a gal, right? Yeah, it's a gal. She's been dismembered. The Naked Tidebender. Oh, you're killing me here. Oh, deck, please. Please give me that non-green source. Oh, please, deck. I have faith in you. Hook me up. Gemstone Mine. Oof. Oh, top deck one time. Top deck one time. Ah. We're 1 mana off. We're 1 mana off, chat. We are 1 mana off. This is the saddest timeline. This is the saddest timeline. 1 mana off of winning the game over normal to 5. Feels bad. Alright. I think this is fine though. Let's bring in Sage over one of the pacts. Yeah, we need 7 mana. We need 3 to... Ooh. We need 3 to play the Dryad. We need 1 more to... I'll keep this. We need 1 more to do the thing. So... I think I'll take the damage. Because alternatively what we can do is we can play pretty... If we want to save our life total. I think I actually like that. Turn 1 Stacy is not really going to change things too much for us. So we're just going to explore here. Hello there. They want to kill this, that's fine. Now we can transmute T-West. So weird to see Merfolk with fetch lands, right? Mistbinder. I think I'm gonna transmute their Simic here. We can dismember this if we want to. I think I'm gonna dismember this. Next turn we're gonna be able to play Ballista for 4. Yeah, we're definitely dismembering there. There's no way they have Spell Pierce. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Okay. It's gonna cost us the Gemstone Mine, but I think that's fine. in before they have ceremonious rejection or some nonsense like that. Now your vial may resolve. Rejection against Amulet. You have no idea how many times I've actually seen that. It's crazy. People love bringing rejection against Amulet. It's just like, yeah, turn 1, counter your Amulet. Sure. Here's a 6/6. Here's my 6/6. What else you got? What else do you got? Wow. That's weird. Why would they not vial that in? So this is 6 mana. Bounce here, activate. Activate. I think that's good. Doesn't really change anything. Just gonna ping here and ping there. And then I'm gonna ping there. And I'm not blocking, so I'm gonna be attacking. Back on card. Yeah, I'm just using the list that this list is basically based off of the list that I played over the weekend. Ballista doing better than I thought it would. Oh yeah, it's very good in this matchup. I mean, my opponent's been drawing very, very well. You know what's maybe even better than Ballista here? You know what's maybe even better than a Ballista right here? Good times. Good times out here against the folk. Good times out here against the folk. Good stuff, good stuff. How do I think the meta can change? Good question. I think that Bant is going nowhere, because Uro is still busted, Mystic Sanctuary is still busted. So we're gonna be seeing those decks maybe a little bit less egregious than before, of course, but we're still gonna be seeing them populating the format. I would imagine that Gruul is gonna get better. I would also imagine that with Udo being a little bit less heavily played, we're gonna see Burn, for example, come back in a big way. And we're also going to see Yams coming back with a tier 1 sub for the 3rd month in a row. Thank you so much, Yams. Thank you for the continued support. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold for another month. All right, my opponent is called John You Out. So how much do I bite? My opponent's name is John You Out. Do I bite? Do I bite, chat? Because if they are actually John, then I think it's correct for me to play Amulet on 1 over Stacy, and at that point I might as well just bottom the Stacy with this mulligan. I think they are on Jund, right? Because like Jund players are that proud. I think Bang continue to be tier 1. If it's not gonna be tier 1, it's at least like the worst is gonna be tier 1.5 or tier 2. Jund players here kind of got banned and come out of the woodworks like cockroaches. That's possible, yeah. Random ticks. Is that a good draw, chat? I think it might have been a good draw. Can we play around Liliana here? I think we actually can, so I'm gonna make my land drops. So if they Liliana, they're probably going to plus. Make me discard one of my 2 remaining cards. Man, if they had an Inquisition, that Explorer on 1. But if all they have is an answer to the Dryad, then we get to Titan them and we just win, so. For me, is Jund better now? I mean, I have no idea. How many times have you seen me play Jund on stream? Exactly once? And I 5-0, so clearly I am the best Jund player in the world, so I should know everything about Jund. Good thing opponent told us how to mulligan, yeah, right? This hand turned out pretty solid. It's just, can my opponent, like, does my opponent have a Liliana? What are they showing me? Like, they brought back Foothills last turn, so why would they show me 3 mana? What is this, Maelstrom Pulse? Call against command. Discard Titan. We can transmit for another one. Depending on what we draw here. Another Amulet. I think we actually can't transmit for another side. Well, this is really awkward. This is super awkward. I think what I have to do is I have to play towards drawing another. Drawing another bounce land. So I'm just going to develop my mana and make sure I have Titan mana in case I draw a Titan off the top. And now I am good against Liliana. And I just need to top deck one of my 4 pacts, one of my 3 remaining Primeval Titans, or a bounce land. If I draw any of those cards, then we're gonna be in great shape. Jund players just love jamming their heads into a wall, and goddamn it, I'll do it with them. Oh yeah. There's just something about the Jund lifestyle, you know, that is so appealing. Like, even every now and then I get lured by the Jund lifestyle. I don't even know why, but there's just something that calls, you know? There's something that just calls you. If you're sub, is there a cyber guide? Yeah, IB true. Of course, it's gonna be it's going to be a little bit outdated because the metagame changed yesterday. So it's just kind of how it goes. But yeah, there is a cyber guide. You need to link your you need to link your Discord in your Twitch accounts, and then you will get access to the cyber guide after it updates, basically after they sync. See, but we got real choppy here. What do you mean? Would Transmedia for a field have been worth it there? No, it wouldn't. Yeah, we're not even close to seven lands. Like that just doesn't do anything. Just waste this to Lower West. I'd rather be able to turn this nice. I'd rather be able to turn this into a Titan later in the game, multiple turns from now. They didn't cast it. They should have 100% cast it, right? Just grows their Goyf. I don't understand why you would not cast it there. Stream got real laggy. That's weird. I'm not experiencing any issues over here. Whoops. Primeval Titan. So if we do double bounce land, I'm just gonna do field plus Simic, and I'm just going to just bounce and replay my lands. This makes any land a good top deck, and even something like Assassin's Trophy is good for us. Lexo, thank you for the follow there. So we're good against Liliana. My opponent needs Fatal Push plus Lily, or another Maelstrom Pulse, I guess, would do it. Dreadbore would do it. What else? I think we're looking pretty good overall. Also, I have a real spicy number for after this league. Yep, that sounds all right. We have a real spicy number for after this league. I'm pretty stoked. No spoilers though. Are we doing the money spiral? Yes. Yes, we are. Oh, I spoiled it. Damn it. No, I just posted it in the Discord. Kizaru's missing. I used my own. It's my own list. I got inspired by Jose's, but it's my own list. I did change some cards. I think that some of the decisions that he made might be a little bit wrong. I guess not wrong, but just not what I would do. So I think I can bring in one of these cards. I can bring in one of all of these cards. I think it's gonna be the Walking Ballista. Is it more likely, if I resolve a Karn, is it more likely for me to go with Ballista or for me to go with Explosives? I guess it's 100% situation dependent, right? Let's do Ballista. What's up, Jose? Is the band deck you showed you did last night? No. Yeah, that's sicky. No, it's not that. We're playing Amulet today. Today's Amulet Tuesday, not Monday, but we're making up for Amulet for Amulet Monday, which I missed. That's not a good draw. But yeah, the Amulet Mastermind, Jose Moniz, cooked up a real spicy one for us today. You're a monster and I love it. Yep, me too. Nothing? Well, I'm playing... Oof. Do you have a trophy? I'm playing face first into a Monster Impulse. Sue me. No need to play around Boil even. You better have a discard spell, opponent, cause it's gonna get real ugly real fast for you otherwise. Yeah, if we had found Azusa or Explorer, we would have been able to Titan there. They might Liliana minus here, I guess. What is this? Black. Fulminator? Fulminator doesn't do anything. Sweet. So my opponent is gonna be 3-for-1-ing themselves to kill my Dryad. Yep. This Dryad just gave me a land drop and it traded for 3 of my opponent's cards. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh my god. I misclicked. I misclicked, chat. God damn it. Whoops. This is your fault, chat. I'm having fun hanging out with you, and now I forget about the fact that I'm actually playing a match of Magic right here. Nice punt, bro. At least we can trigger field now. I like that. I like the whole looking at the bright side aspect of this. Oh no! No, this is actually fine. Boop, boop, boop. Sup. Well, I guess there's no reason for me to play into anything, right? What could they have? Assassin's Trophy? They could have trophy. Is there anything else that matters? I don't think so. What are the chances they have trophy? Because if they have Liliana, we just get another Titan next turn and we just kill them, right? They spend their turn to Liliana minus. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get Tularia West and Vesuva copy my field. Yeah. This is like the ultra conservative play, but there's no reason for me to run face first into my opponent's last shot at winning this game. Like if we played slow, we cannot lose, basically, right? So opponent's so hard today on stream Billion versus Rev. Had a sick play where I could back for Dryad and develop Dryad close and scout, pass the turn, look at my opponent Jace and my 3 mana. Love like hell concede. Yeah, if this is a Liliana, we just win. Because now they're actually tapped out of. I guess they could have Surgical. It still doesn't matter, we just backed for Udo. Are bouncing effect now? Yes, they are. Opponent, why you no concede? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we can Dryad first. That way we can trigger field on the first time around. Three, 4, 5, 6. Sup. Valakut, Stronghold. GG's. Black Force incoming. I mean, look, Karn, if my opponent is playing Black Force in their John deck, I'll give it to them. They deserve the win. Oh, hello! Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Streamer Showdown Kick W, exactly. Turn 1 Stacy. Okay, so yeah, he was Spike was playing some blue-white blade today. So I have options. I can go turn to. I think I'm just going to explore into Amulet here, hoping to draw a land, which I failed to do. I'm not gonna attack. I don't think the 1 point of damage is gonna matter, and I'd rather hold mana, I guess. Mana leak. Okay. Alright, now I'm just gonna attack. There's no point. To fairy, no. So if we find the bounce and we win. A little bit too familiar with this situation right here. A little bit too familiar with this situation right here. Yeah, of course, Spike gets the proper threat here. Gonna continue to pass the turn without ever finding a land drop. In classic me fashion. Ugh, that's brutal. Yeah, I think that is just game over now. Thank you for the follow there. Sorry I missed that. Darwi or trade? Oh, right on time. Right on time. It goes to field. At least this allows me to reset the gemstone line. So it's not like it's awful. I mean, it's not great. But I don't think we can beat this anymore. I don't think we can beat this anymore. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so we're gonna pitch the gemstone mine because we can actually double Titan next turn. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So if we find the green bounce land exactly, If we find exactly green bounce land, we get to double Titan here. So it needs to be exactly green bounce land. Sweet. One card in hand, so I'm not playing around path. Wow. We're gonna get there? No. Damn it. That was a big mistake. Because I think we actually had lethal otherwise. Yeah, that sucks. I think we might still be fine because we have 2 Valakut triggers here. Yeah, we actually have lethal here. Alright. Nope, not punished. Yeah, it does not really matter. Okay. Kind of would have got away with murder there, but that's cool. I'm into that. I am into that. So as soon as I can go, I think I want some number of these members, but not all of them. Can shave exactly 1 Summoner's Pact, 1 Castle Garenbrig, and 1 Stacy, because I don't think that they're gonna have too much in the form of Field of Ruin effects and stuff. Does Yesterday's Bands likely hurt Amulet since it means more blood moons? It's possible. It's possible. This is not a keep, unfortunately. This is a keep. Actually, very interesting. What do we bottom here? I think we bottom the Dryad, which is super weird. Why you packed out? Because I'm bringing in actual threats and stuff. So I'd rather have threats that I can play around. Them discarding my land, them bouncing my lands, etc, etc. So next turn we're going to be able to Karn. Hopefully their interaction is like Aether Gust. I think I'm jamming the Karn here though. That resolved? So if that resolved, we're going for this. Modern Superhero Sunday. Oh yeah, I saw that. They added like some new The super Qs are back. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So he can play an instant speed Shark here. But that doesn't clog the Karn too much. And they could have nodded. Because they could have not was effectively a mana leak, so I'm assuming that they don't have Logic Knot. Spell Snare. Snapcaster. For no value. Now we can do the thing where we really pressure them by forcing them to interact. They could have Gust. So I'm gonna do this. Where can you find info about the Super Q? It is in... Yeah, they did have the Gust. As expected. So if they want to main phase interact, like as you can see, they're just using all of these resources. Like they're pathing my Stasis and stuff like that. They're using all of these resources to get rid of the Karn. And now we're going to be able to play a prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 2 mana short, so I guess we cannot play around Force. So if Spike has Force here, we're gonna be kind of screwed. He does not have Force. Yeah, that's the beauty about Karn in the control matchup. It's like it's not gustable, so we were able to just jam the Karn on turn 3, and Spike was holding up Gust, and it didn't do anything. And this is the reason why I play Karn in the event over the weekend. It's because like you can just play it and your opponent's gonna have like other Gust and stuff like that, so it's a great way to play around Gust, and it just forces your opponent to devote time and resources to answer the Karn that's on board. Otherwise it just takes over and just wins the game, and then while they are doing all of that stuff, you just resolve the Titan. We're talking about bans. Karn is love, Karn is life. I agree, Punt. It's been treating me well. Is that what you've been on lately as well? Lucer, thank you for the follow. I haven't seen you around too much, Punt. How's life? I imagine that you're like deep into your PhD right now, so one Modern Monday with Karn yesterday, nice. 3 steerings over 2 lands and main board packed. Okay. Yeah, I've been kind of like off steerings, even in Karn lists. I feel like the synergy with Explore is just great, and we have like a little bit too many TV tap lands. I have to finish my dissertation this year, so that's actually I imagine that. I imagined that is why I haven't seen you so much lately. Is the game much of business go with Karn better, worse, the same, or too early to tell? It depends is the answer. It depends, yeah. So we played against John Dew out, and now we're playing against John Decide. Do we bite again? I think we're gonna bite. And this is a great hand against John, so... Man, John players are great. John players are just great. I guess I don't want to draw lands anymore, so I'm gonna main phase fetch. I guess end step fetch. Am I off your Senpai for good? Definitely not. That's why I have a command. Okay, so we're actually playing against black-green. So my opponent is a liar. They say they are on John, but they are actually on black-green. Scam. That's gonna be really tough to beat, though. Turn 2, Bob. Gen players are good people doing good things. So yeah, exactly. Gen players might be like the unsung heroes actually. Just 3-2 in leagues, left and right. Field of Ruin. All right, so we're gonna have to Azusa instead of Dryad. And we want to play around push, so we're gonna play the Azusa off this Vestige. Is 3-2 the new 4-1? If you're considering Jund, then 3-2 is like a 5-0 almost. Well, that's really good for them. Okay, so field is gone. And they know what I'm gonna be drawing. Hey, I think... Yeah, I think we Azusa. Means we get to play both of our bounce lands this turn. We have a lot of mana on the following turn. And if we dump the Titan, the game is immediately over, of course. They might have made the lures, the bubbles out of place better. Yep. There he is. Empathy is just counterable. Ethereal Usher. How is it remotely playable? I disagree. I think the card is fine. I think the card is fine. In fact, I have multiple situations where it was very good. But I think that against Aether Gust is kind of the same. So that's why I'm playing something else instead. Do we have to play meme prices to get me to play Jund? Honestly, that's possibly that's possibly the way to go, yeah. So we can Dryad into Karn. And then we minus for the worm. So they need to find... Ugh. Never mind. So they're gonna be able to trophy the Dryad with fetch a land. Ocho. Okay, we're gonna have 9 mana on the following turn. Turn 2 Bob, man. Can be pretty tough to beat. Can be pretty tough to beat on the draw. I'll block. Yeah, right? I mean, it's effectively the same. Yeah, they just trophy the Karn. Guess this can flashback Udo. So I guess if we packed, honestly, I think we just packed for Udo, right? We draw 2 cards, we make the Goifo smaller. It feels correct. I think Titan is in a good spot because of the Labe. Also, you think Hobos is the best deck now. I think Titan is a good spot, yes. But I always think that Titan is in an okay or good spot. So take that for what it's worth. And then, so they're gonna be able to play Lurrus and replay the Goif, which is a little bit annoying. But I think we have to do this. I guess we could have chumped with this Stacy and then attacked with the worm. Yeah, that would have been better actually, wouldn't it? Prime time. Another Karn. Or just Amulet. How sick would EE would have been in hindsight? My opponent just minuses, they get they just play lowers and they recast their stuff. It's we would be in a very similar spot. We wouldn't be in a much better spot really. They knew about this too. Classic. Classic. I think that might have been a mistake though. I think I should have taken it. So they have a second Lurrus. I think just have a second Lurrus here. Man, Bob is so hard to beat. Stupid Bob. Yeah. Get Buck Bowl. We're still in fine shape if we find Udo. Still in fine shape if we find Udo or Pact. Stupid and sexy Bob. Hell yeah. Lurus also pretty good synergy with Robert. Another Karn would be pretty solid. It would buy us a reasonable amount of time. Not having access to field. It's pretty brutal. I guess Karn doesn't do it anymore. No, Karn doesn't do it anymore. So many Goifos. Rough. Okay. So, Gustos. I actually like this member against this version. Stacy, Pact. Because this version of the deck actually relies on Bob a lot, and Bob is how we lose. We're losing to Never Dying Titan. Yeah, that's true. That's also true. We dug 20 cards deep and we never found a Primeval Titan. Tough life. Tough life. Okay. Yep. This sounds like a keep to me. It's not a great keep, but it is a keep. We cyber this matchup very differently. What do you do, Punt? Against John, I don't bring in dismembers, for example, but against this deck, I think dismember actually is important because of Bob specifically. And I guess Lurus to a lesser extent, but... Hey, Wusa, how's it going? Do you got any amulets? I know in the past we have taken them out in grinding matchups. Yes, times have changed, my friend. Untap land would be great. Valakut. Sure. Yeah, I guess it plays around Dapping Sphere. Maybe we shouldn't have Gust in this matchup, as opposed to John, where Gust is great. Turn to Bob. Yeah, my opponent has the recipe for success. At least we get to explore here, which is nice. This is the best card in the matchup. I think Gust is really meh. Yeah, maybe I overdid it with the Gustos. Maybe I overdid it with the Gustos and I should be siding these out. If we go to game 3, yeah, Ashiok Green rather. Fuck. Well, actually, is it that bad? It is that bad, right? Yeah, it is pretty bad. But I don't think I can pact. I think I have to Karn. Good job, opponent not minusing. I don't really cyber removal in. Yeah. I think that this card just beats us. So I think that specifically against this version of the deck, I think that it's good to bring in removal. Specifically against black-green. I would not do this against Jund. I bring in Gusts for Ren and 6 potentially, but... So they have Trophy, but if they Trophy this, we get to Worm. So I'm fine. Tarmogo, if we can Gust that. Boat time. The problem with getting boat is that I'm not gonna be able to crew it, right? So I will get the boat and then I deal 3 to the Ashiok and it's still there. So I am basically playing towards my opponent being able to answer this, which they're very likely to, and then thinking about what happens next. And I'd much rather have access to Wormcoil Engine than a boat. But boat. Yeah, I don't think that boat was the line there. Maybe I'm wrong and I should just be boating to answer the Bob, which is the more immediate threat right here. But if we don't find land, at least we get to Asusa and Gust. Having drawn 2 overpacks is pretty bad. Okay, so Karn is gonna get to survive at least. Both answers, Bob. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite possible. So they kind of have to throw everything at the Karn here, unless I guess they can have just removal spell for this. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I could gust this. It's better to gust the Goif. Yeah, it's better to gust the Goif. Green Flare in this economy, yeah, for real. So, does this mean that I gust the Green Flare instead? I think it does, right? We take 1 more point of damage, but it's still not lethal next turn, and this denies them a little bit of value. Karn down. That sucks. Can I draw a land for Wormcoil? Inquisition is good. Give me that land for Wormcoil. 1 time. Come on, deck. Let's go. Let's go. Untap land. I mean, I guess the fact that they didn't Ashiok me probably means that we're not... Okay. I guess we are drawing something good. Huh. They could have cleared the top of my deck. Fielder is Morgan Ponsa. Decks now that actually banned. 6 of 10 in 2 leagues is a shame. I have not been experiencing that, no. I played 2 leagues yesterday and I faced it exactly once. Liliana is fine. I will sacrifice a creature. They might have push here. Oh, please attack. Come on. Come on. Come on. Attack. No attack. Never lucky. No need for us to answer the Lily, I don't think. Interesting. They're throwing Bob away? Very interesting. Well, here's a Titan. Doesn't fetch anything, but it's pretty solid otherwise. Well, I guess we're getting owned by Damping Sphere, but that probably doesn't change regardless. We don't care about Fulminator. And we got Squadron Titan with the tweet from Sub. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold over... Wait, what? They have Cring to Dust? Why? Hold Bounce Land in hand. We're gonna be discarding it to Liliana, right? So I wanna bounce. I wanna have more mana in play. By playing out the bounce land, we are playing around Fulminator next turn. So I can draw a Dryad. Yeah, I mean it's a matter of like what do we want to play around, like what do we want to prioritize? Because like if we draw Karn, by bouncing this, we're giving ourselves the out of Karn for explosives. So we can Karn for EE on 2, right? Well, now we can't, but before we could. Demosian with the tier 1 sub. Welcome back for the 3rd month in a row. Thank you so much for being a valued member of the Primetime Stronghold. Go if too large. Okay, what can we draw here? Beast Within. So they're going to Lily minus. I think now it's correct for us to hold the bounce land. Or we can still try to draw towards Karn. Because if we're drawing towards Karn... So the question is, do we want to draw towards Karn or do we want to draw towards Dryad? The problem with holding this and drawing towards Dryad is the fact that we die, right? Like we just play Dryad, we play this twice, we kill this, and then we die to the Tarmogoyf next turn. So our only out is to draw Karn at this point. So in order to play towards Karn, we're going to do this. I'm gonna go back to the White Splash for Purge. I'm playing one match and you're already building your entire deck against Black Green. Easy there, Erlen. Easy. Was it a Cyber Beast against Annoying Ashiok? You mean for Karn purposes? Probably. Well, actually, if we draw Karn, we just win, right? If we top deck exactly Karn, we win the game. We minus for explosives. I guess they get to set up the top of their deck, so they're probably going to put another trophy and stuff, or like another Mesh Pulse or whatever. But if we draw Karn, we might be in okay shape. In general. Probably Walking Ballista. EE, yeah. EE is fine. Boat is medium. If you know an Ashok answer from Car, you could just go with Hex Parasite for the spice. Nice. I mean, it is spicy. I think that usually if you have like Karn is in part in and of itself your answer to Ashiok to begin with, right? You just play Karn and then your opponent has an Ashiok and you just minus and you get stuff and it just doesn't really matter. But yeah. That's one of the things that I really enjoy about Amiel is the fact that even at that point we still had outs. Even at the point where we were just now, we still had outs that would have been... I don't like this, yeah, it's too slow. We had outs that would have allowed us to get there. Bottom this, turn 2 Karn on the play. Sounds like a pretty solid. We also played against Matthias, so that they're probably on a Eldrazi Tron. So in a help with Delp building, does Ur actually impact Amulet Titan? What do you mean if Uro impacts Amulet Titan? Gonna go with coding. Next turn we have prime time into coding. There's no way my opponent can win this game. They're 0% at this point. Yeah. This, and this. Shave one of these, cut one of these, shave one of these, and okay, go with this again. Could be that Walking Ballista again or Tatioba. Tatioba. I tried Tatioba like I think one league one time a long time ago and I didn't like it. But there's players out there that do like it. I think I like Tireless Tracker better. But Tatioba is kind of cool. 5 mana is so much of fun. Like, the good thing about Tireless Tracker is that Tireless Tracker comes into play very quickly, so you can often get around, like, you can get under your opponent's like counter magic and stuff, and the Tatioba doesn't allow you to do that. This hand is really slow, we're gonna ship it. This hand doesn't have a land, so we're gonna ship it too. This hand is bad, but I'll keep it. Bottom Redundant Amulet, and I'm gonna bottom one of these forests. But if we draw a Semi-Good Growth Chamber off the top, this hand might do stuff. Isn't Karn worse now that there's less artifact decks that it hosts? Not necessarily. Simic. Brutal. So we're probably getting Thought Knotted here. Or not. No land. Do I need to blow up this Ursa's Mine? The problem is that the 3/3 clocks my Karn later. I think I'm gonna. Like, I just need my opponent to stumble for as long as possible. And if they draw the mana, they could like put a Thought Knot into play, they could play a Karn. So that's a lot of potential annoyances. And if we draw a bounce land here, we still get to Karn. I guess we can't play second Amulet. There's Dismember, doesn't really matter. Can't I find a land, please? Bounce land. Actually, any land would be fine here. Yeah, I mean, that's not the best, but it will do. So this locks Mind Stone. Probably gonna crack it. Yeah. Or not. I guess we care about Chalice on 1 right now. So we just minus for the boat. We kill this and then we take over. Sounds good to me. Vesuva is gonna copy. Yeah. Four and one. Solid first league. Solid first league. Had a good time. Played some nice matches. Boated some people. Feels good, feels good. Karn is looking pretty solid right now, actually. We played against Spike on blue-white, which was solid. We played against... actually, Karn was the whole reason why we won that game number 2, right? Spike had Gusts in hand that he couldn't cash in, but we just slammed the Karn, and it was just like, sup. So, do you think it's possible to ban Amulet or Green Pack if I do... That's no. I'm not gonna answer that question. There's no way in hell they ban Amulet. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. The only card that I could potentially be they're not gonna ban it. Like, why would they ban Primeval Titan? There's Ashiel. There's like this is not worth discussing. I'm sorry if this seems like rude, but it's just like there's no way. So like don't waste energy, don't waste mental energy on thinking about stuff that it's just not worth your time. Cut you in time for the 80%. All right, Kenpachi. Yes, we're going back to good old classic. Okay, so we have a real spicy number coming up, which I'm low-key excited about trying out. So don't go anywhere. No spoilers, but I will show the list that we're gonna be playing next right after this. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.